got my daily business and I step outside. Don't have no limousine, I ain't got no fancy ride. I got a boy just to cruise, street so smooth. I like the way it curves when I'm making that pavement move. Got me saying now, let the vibe fly. Tell them haters this one line. You gotta let me live. You gotta let me live. So I push on, but now my legs are sore. Don't even got the time to stop and rest anymore. We got mountains to turn and pages to climb, just 4 little wheels without any overdrive.
My name is Ethan Kowalczyk and I am 28 years old. My position in Brahctopus is ukulele and vocals, and I also do the songwriting and most of the booking and stuff like that. So we started Brahctopus in the spring of 2015. I met a couple kids at school who had a jam space already, and they invited me to come out after class one day and keep jamming. So did that, and then it just became a regular thing, and eventually we started booking shows, and Brahctopus was it.
My name is Colin Graham, I'm 23. My position in Brahctopus is guitar player, background vocalist. I joined Brahctopus about 4 or 5 years ago. Me, Ethan, our original drummer, and the original bass player / saxophone player all met at CCAC, the main campus in Allegheny, down on the north side. We were all music majors, and we formed a band, and it kind of went from there, and people came and people went. Eventually we got to where we are now.
We've gone through a couple musicians here and there, so we have only 2 of the original members left in Brahctopus right now, but we also have expanded to a 6-piece rather than when we started out we were a 4-piece.
Hey, my name's Carl, I'm 23. I play the bass in Brahctopus. I joined Brahctopus, I guess, a little over 2 years now. Just started jamming with them. They had a mix up with the bandmates, so they needed a bass player, and I was a good fit.
Travis Butler, 23. Drummer. I'd say I'm a jack of all trades. See, I wouldn't say I joined Brahctopus, I would say I was selected, almost abducted. Yeah.
So I've been playing the ukulele for about 10 years now. Well, I saw a video by this guy named Jake Shimabukuro. He played a cover of While My Guitar Gently Weeps by George Harrison. And it just like made me melt. I just melted. And immediately I was like, I'm gonna buy a ukulele and try it out. Taught myself, and then 10 years later, Brahctopus.
I've been playing since I was 13, so 10 years. Always been guitar and vocals, yeah. I always loved to sing.
How long have I been playing music? Long time.
I've been playing music since I was a little kid, like 8 years old, and then I started taking it pretty seriously when I was 12. Picked up the guitar around then.
Brahctopus has influenced my life in many ways. The band as an entity and the band as each individual member. I mean, I look up to all these guys because, like I said, I'm pretty much stuck on the ukulele and I sing and I songwrite. But these guys bring out every song, with Colin solos and Dre killing it on the keys every time. Travis on the drums, obviously. He's back there doing a lot of the production on our album too. Carl always holding down the bass line, and then Nick's acoustic just it adds that. It really helps bring out the ukulele. I was always used to just playing by myself or with my other band, Three Dudes Chillin', and we didn't really try to step outside of the box too much, and that's one thing I can say is that with Brahctopus, it's really expanded my musical horizon, being able to just zone out and just do it, you know? Whenever I started playing and writing music, I was all into the singer-songwriter stuff, like the Jason Mraz and the John Mayer and stuff like that. I wasn't really into the jam bands, the reggae too much. Brahctopus started playing, it kind of just evolved into that. And the album is, I feel, a collection of our best material that we have finished right now. We're working on a lot of cool stuff, but I feel like this album's really going to bring out what Brahctopus really is and what we've become, and I think people are going to be very, very happy with it, and we're excited to release it. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty jammy.
Thoughts on the new album? It's gonna sound awesome. Thanks to Travis, he's the one recording it for us.
I do produce Brahctopus. We decided to do it in a home studio setting for budget reasons. The process was, difficult in that manner, but I've had a lot of experience in a low budget setting, and I think we made it work really well.
I really like the songs. It's kind of an expansion of our first release. It's a lot tighter and more developed now. Well, our style originally was kind of strictly like laid back kind of reggae rock, and since then, with like the addition of Travis and Dre and Nick, and we've kind of morphed into this like psychedelic sort of jam band.
I think the Pittsburgh music scene is definitely growing in a sense where people are wanting to go out more to see live local music. It's really cool to see all the new venues that are popping up, all the new local festivals that they're getting all these local bands on, great opportunities for new bands, which also brings bands together, and your fans become their fans become yours.
Pittsburgh has a long way to go, but I think it's moving. That's all you can really ask for.
The Pittsburgh music scene still has some room to grow. I think we're taking some steps in the right direction, but I love the people involved. Really love meeting new bands, and there's so many talented musicians here. It's insane. Just a wealth of musicians.
It's a East Coast reggae style. We like to call it river reggae, since we're at City of Bridges here in Pittsburgh. And yeah, just good vibes and good times.
Brahctopus is going to be the first band to play in orbit around the Earth. Obviously, so that's what orbit is. I mean, that's it. Brahctopus is going to play in orbit, guaranteed.
And we'll be the first band not to play in orbit, but actually understand.
I would like all the beer, actually.
That's
It's not a twist off, is it? Nope.
No, I got a thing.
Nice.
Holy.
Wiggle me timbers.